I have a bail review hearing for Mr. Justin Johnson.
Okay, please then.
No, bail review hearing.
Oh, well, I don't necessarily know if let me see. He's in custody, right? Oh, that's a high bond.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Deputy, do you mind bringing Justin Johnson out? So, have you been on the assault since the beginning?
So yeah,
On the assault, have you been on it since the beginning?
I just got appointed today.
You just got appointed today on everything? Okay, all right. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that he's got a ton of cases that are open. So I'd like to do PC on the new terroristic threat and then on the assault, because no, wait. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Shh. Mr. Johnson, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with assault of a family member. You're also charged with terroristic threat of a family or household member. On both of those cases, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. I see that your bonds are pretty high. They're both at $50,000 now. I don't know why, but let's find out.
On November 17th, 2024, Texas, the complainant witness made a report that the defendant had assaulted her that day. The complainant witness stated that she and the defendant had been dating for 3 months and broke up. That day, the defendant went through the complainant witness's phone and found some messages between the defendant's cousin and the complainant witness, causing the defendant to become angry. The defendant then accused the complainant witness of sleeping with the defendant's cousin and cornered the complainant witness before pushing her against the wall and throwing her to the floor. The defendant then punched the complainant witness in the head 5 times and kicked her in the stomach, causing pain. So that's the assault in November, and then the terroristic threat in January, on January 7th, 2025 in Harris County, Texas. Officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and made contact with the complainant witness, who stated that the defendant is her ex-boyfriend, and he came over to her home and stated, quote, "You are playing with my life. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to show you." End quote. Complainant witness stated that the defendant then stated, "Your baby daddy will be dead and you. I'm going to smoke you both." The complainant witness stated that she feared that the defendant would carry through with this threat. Officers called the defendant. He had who acknowledged that he had several warrants relating to the complainant witness.
Is the ag assault same complaining witness? Really?
Yes.
That's a new case? Or
3 separate dates, same complainant witness.
Thank you.
And on the
ag assault, what happened there?
assault, all right, the complainant witness is the ex-girlfriend of the defendant. She arrived home on July 22nd, 2024. And found the door to her apartment had been kicked in, and the defendant was there waiting for her. The defendant began arguing with the complainant witness about the way she was dressed. The complainant witness told him to leave, and the defendant then stabbed the complainant in the leg with a pocket knife, leaving an approximately 1-inch hole in her leg.
He stabbed her?
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah, thank you.
Stop.
The complainant witness recovered the knife used to stab her, and then pursued the defendant in her vehicle. She also acknowledged attempting to run the defendant over.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your cases. I'm issuing a order. Well, let me see if an order for protection has already been issued. I'm issuing what's called a magistrate order for emergency protection that identifies the complaining witness in this case as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within. I'm going to do 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you violate this, it's very possible they file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. You violate conditions on a BPO, we can have a hearing to hold you at 0 bond, and I'm going to do it in a heartbeat to protect every person in my community. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Can you file no contact and no weapons?
Yes.
I don't know if you're going to get out, but if you do get out, I'm ordering you to remain under house arrest, and I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know where exactly you are at all times. Do you understand? You're not to use alcohol, any kind of illegal substances. Did you want to add anything?
Yes, Judge. My client wants I'm good for my client, Judge. If you want, we lower the bond, we opposed to lowering the bond. My client works, he supports his 13-year-old daughter, and those are factual issues. We're not gonna talk about. Okay, I'm gonna let him have the floor. Yes, sir.
No, because you know what? I just don't want you to say something. The only thing I know is that you have an open felony evading. You're on probation for felon in possession of a weapon. You pick up an assault family member in November, an aggravated assault where it's an alleged stabbing, and now a terroristic threat. So you were literally out
Judge, that's from
with
the
all
same,
this, and now you pick up.
that's from the same girl. She lying. I got screenshots and everything showing she lying. Why the same girl had me coming to your house if I'm stabbing?
And
Don't even
look,
make sense.
evidence.
I mean, I'm a fugitive in your house then. So why you ain't call the police if I'm a fugitive laying in your house? This case been over. I've been in your house and they picked me up from your house the other day. It's the same girl. She be lying. I got screenshots. She threatening, trying to blackmail me and everything. I'm not gonna stab no girl. I'm 31 years old. Never had these cases.
Evidence will point to whose side is
I
correct.
got
I don't
everything.
know.
That's why I just want her to know because you on me like I'm really doing it. Like I'm not
But-
gonna do this to no girl.
It's over and it's over and it's over.
That's what I'm
You
trying
got
to show you.
5 open cases, man.
So I'm talking about the thing. I'm just showing you. This dude may come and say, I stabbed you. And I've been having to
I don't
open a
care.
warrant.
That's-
I didn't call the police to come pick me up while I'm in your house.
Mr. Johnson,
All right.
I'm not
Yes, sir.
dealing with that here.
Okay, I understand.
The only thing I'm telling you is that you want me to reduce the bond.
I apologize. Judge. I'm just saying it's just eating me up for you to really believe I'm a stabber. I'm 31 years old, never had these cases tied deal with this girl.
Those are factual issues. I could
I'm
take it.
telling you right.
Just understand that if you do get out,
I don't want to.
you got these bond conditions.
Some she come to my mama's house, she go to jail.
I advise my client that's something that he would have to handle outside of this court.
Cause
and
she'll
I'll
come to my
advise him
mama's
to do
house.
that.
She is crazy.
The only thing I would say is that when you're out in your house, when you're out where you are,
What's that?
and she comes to you, don't even answer the door. Don't even go to the door and call the cops. That's all you got to
Hey,
do.
man, I got screen. I'm gonna get everything
Those
printed
are
out for y'all.
factual issues that
But
we can not
Just, you know,
Yes, ma'am.
just for bond.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Johnson, in life, there are certain people who are a cancer to you. And if you don't cut them out of your life,
For sure, that's what I'm doing
What I
right
mean-
now. That's why I'm gonna get this out the way. I'm gonna get the screenshots, everything shown, everything, and get this out the way, bro.
we're good.
Yes, sir.
I need him to sign the condition. I don't know if I'm going to reduce the bond. You know, let's do this. He's being held at no bond right now on all the felonies as it is. If that changes, come back and we can talk. Okay, but right now he's being held at no bond on all these felony cases as it is. So if and when that does change, come back.
50, 20. They gave me $250,000 bond and a 20 on the felonies.
I see on the ag assault, on the evading, it's at no bond. Right? On Mr. Johnson?
I'm just gonna get my mom, get the phone, get the neighbors, ring cameras, and put the neighbors.
So
Listen, those are factual issues that we cannot fight.
Oh,
right
yeah, it's
now.
over with. That's why I'm ready to go so I can get all my stuff done for the big court.
So I guess let's do this. Let's set it off a week to see what happens in felony court, and then you guys can come back and we go from there. All right?
So I'm gonna
I
get
need him to sign conditions though, so he needs to sign with.
the printouts for y'all court too, man, but this ain't true. All right, let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Let me know what you think of this clown in the comments, as I know what I think.
We're back on the record, Ms. Underwood, with Mr. Zimmerman. Ms. Underwood, how would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, I would ask the court to enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Zimmerman's behalf in this matter. I believe he may be looking at new charges, Your Honor. And I just want a chance to look everything over and also address new charges if they are forthcoming.
Okay, so I do know he has a bench warrant for failure to appear on a shoplifting charge and a bench warrant for violation of a court order. I don't know what that is. So you think he has new charges stemming from this as well?
I think so.
All right, so Mr. Zimmerman, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $5,000 cash surety. Mr. Zimmerman, that way you're getting credit. I'm going to set this over to December 11th at 8:30 in the morning.
Your Honor, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gone next week, Miss Underwood.
I would wondering if the court would consider lowering that bond. It is the holiday weekend, and I'm sure he knows that he can't be around this person, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Underwood, what I would say is he would have to post $500 to get out. He actually has 2 PPOs. They just didn't violate him in the other one, and I don't know how that happened, but yeah, so I'm going to leave his bond at 5,000 cash surety. He can post a $500 bond through a bonding agency. I don't know what's going on with his new charges. I don't know the nature of the events that occurred that brought him there. So
I think it might be a resisting and obstructing, Your Honor.
all right, so I can change it to a 500 cash surety, but Mr. Zimmerman, I will tell you that if you go there, you end up risking getting a stalking charge and a felony. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't care what reason you went there, or even if she invited you. If this PPO is in effect, it's my order, and I really don't like it when people violate my orders, especially PPOs. So just know that they can charge you with stalking and aggravated stalking or some other felony, and you could end up sitting in jail for a long time. You got it?
Can I say one thing, please?
No,
I
just say you understand what I said.
I just want to explain one thing, please.
No. You don't get to explain what happened, because anything, just stop. Don't say anything, because anything you say can be used against you. And if you admit to something or say something wrong, you could end up getting new charges. I'm going to set your bond at 500 cash to surety. You can post that bond if you want, but I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty, and I'm going to set this over to December 11 at 8:30 in the morning.
And my children know that. She's having mental issues with my children.
No. Miss Underwood, did you talk to her about this?
I don't want him to make any statement.
Mr. Zimmerman, so, all right, we'll see you back December 11. As I said, your bond's 500. You just got to post, I think, $50. So, all right, we're all set, Mr. Zimmerman. Thank you. All right, so Miss Heatherly showed up. Let me bring her back in. I find her. I know she's here. She did show up. She was a little late. So I'm going to quash the bench warrant at this time, Miss Underwood.
If you are new to my channel, please subscribe as I edit these cases and remove all of the mundane, boring, repetitive stuff. And I even remove the silences, so you get only the juicy bits, which I think are always the best bits. Are looking for another episode that has all the boring stuff cut out and gives you just the good stuff, then here a couple that may interest you. Enjoy.